The rear parking aid speaker is located behind the rear seats on the rear deck. It's located on the driver's side. You should see some perforated holes in the upholstery that show the location of the speaker. Here is a picture of the replacement parking aid speaker. It's about the size of a $50. The first step is to remove the rear seat cushion. This has to be removed to get access to a bolt that holds on one of the side bolsters, which will be illustrated later on in the video. The rear seat cushion is held into place by two latches on the front and then a latch in the back that hooks into a string on the bottom of the seat cushion. The latches on the front can be released by putting a screwdriver underneath the front of the rear seat to release the latch. Then you just push the seat back towards the trunk and pull it up, and then the string that is latched on to the hook in the back will come free and you can remove the rear seat. The side bolster next to the rear seat on the driver's side has to be removed in order to be able to raise the rear deck lid to get access to the speaker. This red arrow here is pointing to the piece that has to be removed. The rear seat cushion was removed in order to get access to a bolt on the bottom of the bolster. This is a 10mm bolt that has to be removed. There is a latch that's similar to the latch that holds the rear seat cushion at the top of this bolster. I wasn't able to release it, so I pulled the bolster, broke my latch, broke a piece of the latch, and was able to remove the bolster. It didn't permanently damage the latch. Maybe somebody can put in the comments a method to try to release this latch without damaging it. A few more pieces need to be removed in order to allow the upholstery on the rear deck to be raised up to get to the speaker. I should have mentioned earlier that after the rear seat cushion was removed, I lowered the rear seat backs. The first two trim pieces that need to be removed are these covers for the rear seat back clamps. These pop off pretty simple. One thing you want to be sure of though when you reinstall them is that one end slides behind the metal chassis and then the other end just pushes into place. So where this red arrow is pointing to, you slide that in behind the metal frame and then push the other end in. These two upholstery nails also need to be removed. I used the needle nose pliers to get behind the head and pull them out. At this point you should be able to raise the upholstery off of the rear deck and see the speaker. It's held into place by two Phillips head screws, so you just remove those two Phillips head screws and you can turn the speaker on your side like you see here, and the connecting wire is just held in with a little push clamp. So just take a flathead screwdriver and push the wire out, put your new speaker in, and you should be all set.